Did end up loving it, a romance mood right now, but I soft DNF'd it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylor, but you guys can call me Tay, and today we are doing a very fun video, and I love to do this every month. It is TBR prompt time for the month of February. I'm so excited. We are already 3 days into February, so we're already late on doing this, and I want to know what books I'm going to be reading. Now, as per usual, I'm going to start off with the books that I'm reading outside of this like prompt TBR challenge kind of thing, which is usually just my 2 book club reads, and sometimes I have arcs and all of that stuff. The first one is actually an arc, which is really fun. I'm reading This Is Me Trying. I got this through my influencer program with Sunny Babe. Then for a book club read, I've got Game of God's Play by Abigail Owen. And then my second book club read is The Invisible Heart's Furies by John Boney, however you say his last name. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. So those are the 3 books that I already have on my TBR for the month of February. I don't have any new releases that I want to read this month, so let's just move on to the rest of the books that I want to be reading this month. I am very much in a romance mood right now. I just finished Onyx Storm. I'm currently reading The Bridge Kingdom and The Traitor Queen. I finished The Bridge Kingdom already and I'm on to The Traitor Queen, so I feel like that's a lot of fantasy. I have read a lot and I feel like I need some just like cute romance, so he is hoping that I pick out a few cutesy romance prompts. So for the first prompt, we have a book that I thrifted. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have a few of these because when I first started reading, I was thrifting all the time. Slingshot, The Red Queen, which is a fantasy, so not sure about that one. If Only I'd Told Her, I think that's the second book in the series, so I can't read that one. Good Girl Complex, I'm pretty sure I thrifted that one. Yeah, I got that one from Vinnie's. Throne of the Fallen and The Kingdom of the Cursed and Kingdom of the Feared, those ones are thrifted. However, those are also fantasies. Let's have a look at the back. Normal People, which I don't want to read. I'm just going to be really honest. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid and Carrie Soto Is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I was contemplating reading Malibu Rising last month and I just like wasn't vibing that. For me, I feel like this is pretty not easy. I think I'm going to choose between Slingshot and Good Girl Complex because those 2 are romances. So I think that I'm vibing with these 2. I'm just going to read the back of them and then I'm going to come back to you with what I think I want to read. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I tried to read Good Girl Complex and just even reading the back, I kept losing track of my thoughts, and so I don't know if it's just like the writing or if it's just where I'm at right now in this time of day and I'm really tired, but I was not vibing this. But then also this Slingshot, which kind of sounds cute, but it sounds like really cheesy. Like it sounds like a teenage romance, and I don't know how I feel about that because I read Better Than the Movies in January and that was giving really cheesy and it took me a really long time to get into that. I did end up loving it, but it was hard to get into because it was so cheesy. So I just don't know how I feel about this one. But I had a thought. I also have a bunch of books behind me that are thrifted that I don't have on my cart, but are ones that I haven't read. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, maybe I should read that one because I did start that, but I soft DNF'd it and I might be in the mood for it now. I also have the Cassandra Clare, like City of Bones books, but that's like a fantasy kind of vibe. And then there is the Dictionary of Lost Words, but I don't know why I'm not really feeling that, even though I have no idea what it's about, to be honest with you guys. I think I'm going to go with Before the Coffee Gets Cold because I don't like DNFing books. It is something that I want to kind of get like used to this year if I'm really not enjoying, but I feel like when I picked this up, it just like wasn't the time and place. Whereas I feel like now, I feel like I could pick this up and probably really enjoy it. So I'm going to pick this one. I got 37 pages in last time, but it is such a short book that hopefully I'll be able to enjoy it. Okay, time for the second prompt. That one isn't really a romance, but it's cutesy. It's like, I think it's like magical realism kind of book. Second prompt is start a new series. I love this prompt so much because I so badly want to start Wild Love. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. I really badly, but I also want to read One Dark Window. But no, that's a fantasy. I'm going to go with Wild Love because I have so badly been wanting to read this, but I don't know why I haven't picked it up. It's just been like there's been other books that I've wanted to read, new releases, and I have been really nervous to read Wild Love in particular because I've heard it's not that great, but then I've heard that Wild Eyes is amazing amazing. And also the third book is coming out this year, so I definitely want to get this series going. So I'm so glad that this was on the prompt. Yay. So all I really know about this book is that I think we've got Ford, who is the brother of one of the main female characters of one of the Chestnut Spring series, which is Heartless. And then he finds out that he has a daughter and she's like 12 or something. I don't actually know the specific age. Then the main female character, what's her name? Rosie. She comes along and I think she starts working for him. And that's all I know about this book. But I loved the Chestnut Spring series, so I'm very keen to read some Elsie Silver. So freaking good. Okay, let's do the third prompt. Okay, I see the word romance. A sports romance. Oh, why is this month the best? This is literally my all-time favorite genre, is like a hockey romance, sports romance. Okay, what do we have? The Right Move, which already that's what I want to pick. And then we have Collide, which I also really want to read because the second book is literally coming out, or it's out. Is it out? I don't know. I think it's coming out or it's out. This is a hockey romance, which is just like my vibe. Fangirl Down, I think might be one. I think it's like golf or something. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I just don't really have a desire to read that. So sorry. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Are you actually kidding me? I don't know. I really badly want to read both of these. The Right Move is literally one of my 25 books that I want to read in 2025. And the fifth book in this series, so we've got The Right Move, we've got Caught Up, Play Along. The first book is Mile High, and the fifth book is coming out this year. But then again, Collide, second book is coming out soon. And so I'm like, do I read that? So we've got a hockey romance, and we've got, I'm pretty sure that Ryan, who is the main male character in this book, is like a basketball player, which is really different. I've never read one of those before, but I love a hockey romance. I think I'm going to go with The Right Move because one, it's a little bit bigger, and I feel like because I've picked Before the Coffee Gets Cold, it's very small, it'll kind of make up for that. Not that I really need to read big or small books, but I've also just been talking about reading this for so long, whereas Collide, I've only been talking about reading this recently because the second book's come out. So I've only recently gotten the desire to read this. I mean, I've always really had a desire to read it because it's a hockey romance and I'm always going to read hockey romances, but I've like been wanting to read The Right Move for so long. So I'm going to pick that one, and then hopefully maybe I can still pick this up this month and read it. Otherwise it'll be very soon, that's for sure. And the fourth and final prompt for the month of February, we're going really strong. So let's see what I end up with. Oh, this is a long one. A book where the author's name starts with an M. The letter M. Okay. What if I don't even have one? Oh my gosh. Literally Slingshot. Already said I don't really want to read that. Megan Lally. This is literally perfect. I've been talking about reading this book with my best friend T, and I literally said to her, I said, babe, we're reading this in February. It's happening. I really want to read it. And she was like, okay. So I was going to try and read it around all of these books, but if I can put it in, like, that's literally perfect. I'm still going to just check the rest of them just in case, but like that is sold it for me. Megan Quinn. I love Megan Quinn, but that's just not the vibe right now, I think. I mean, it is. It's literally a romance, but still. Tessa Bailey. We've got Lauren Jackson, which I really want to read her too, but no, that's it. A book with an author starting with the letter M, and look. How perfect is that? You're going to love my freaking lineup of books. It doesn't sound good. I picked that up and I was like, I'm so sorry, it's only been picked. Like, I was like, I'm not reading anything else. I was only checking just in case. Okay, perfect. I'm literally going to pick That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. Like I said, I am so excited about this book. I've been talking about reading it for so long. It is like a mystery thriller. I don't really know much about it. You guys may know I love to go into books blind, so I don't really read the back of books. I don't know anything about this book other than it is a mystery thriller, and I have heard from a lot of people that don't love thrillers, or if they like haven't read a lot of thrillers, that they love this book, and so I'm very keen to read it. I'm getting back into my thriller mystery kind of genre bag, and so this will be perfect to getting me into it. And again, I've been talking about it for so long, so this is perfect. The way that I feel giddy about the books that I have picked for the month of February, this is literally perfect. I was thinking about this on my drive back from work today, about how like I was gonna do this video and I was like, I'm really in the mood for romances. What if I end up picking just fantasies, or like that's what the prompt has caused me to do? And so I cannot believe and I cannot express how happy I am with the books that that I have picked for this month. So let's just quickly go over those. So first book we've got Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Then we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver, The Right Move by Liz Tomford, and That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. I just have to say it again, this is literally the most perfect lineup of books for the month of February. I am so freaking keen. I really appreciate all of you guys joining me in this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys at the end of the month to go through my wrap up and see how many of these books I ended up reading. I really hope it is like a majority of them. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe for some more bookish fun content, and I'll see you guys in my next video.